Earth's soils store more carbon than the atmosphere and all vegetation combined. In the air, carbon is damaging, but in the soil, it is desperately needed. Through the photosynthesis of plants, nature returns carbon from the air to the soil. This natural carbon sequestration process can offset industrial carbon emissions while increasing fertility and preventing flood and drought.
One of the easiest manifestations of the health of the soil itself is earthworms. A good soil will probably have between 700 and 800 worms per square metre, whereas soil that has less organic matter, less for the worms to feed on, less of the worms itself. Let's just take a quick look at what we've got here. Again, not a single worm. This would indicate, obviously, a low level of soil organic matter or soil carbon.
In the soil, carbon is essential. It turns to energy when we consume it through food. Intensive chemical farming depletes the soil of carbon and prevents it from being recaptured.
But there's obviously great concern over climate change and the amount of carbon dioxide there is in the air. But the atmosphere holds about 800 gigatons of carbon. But the soils itself globally hold around about 2,500 gigatons. So a small increase in the soil carbon there could have a massive impact. Through plants photosynthesizing and capturing the carbon dioxide, carbon can be put back into the soils through the root system of the plants. Plants die, leaf mold and so on, taken back down into the soil by earthworms, can progressively build up the carbon levels in our soils. This carbon sequestration back to soils can be done by a number of methods. Planting trees and forestry. You get the carbon captured in the trees itself, but also it goes back into the soils. Reinstating grassland is another mechanism, but obviously both of these do not produce much food for you. This then points to going back to a mixed farming system. Combination there of arable, grassland, reinstating our hedgerows and trees around the farms.
Soil carbon is fundamental to the Earth's ecosystems and the water cycle. Deforesting and modern chemical farming techniques cause a constant loss of soil carbon. Carbon sequestration can reverse this by recapturing CO2 from the atmosphere. Methods are tree planting, reinstating grassland, minimizing chemical treatments, reintroducing traditional techniques, and rotation farming. Benefits include healthy fields absorb massive amounts of water, healthy soils with earthworms capture and cleanse rain and filter it down to the groundwater. Carbon gain in the soil offsets industrial emissions.
surprising we're short of water?